Okay, hello all, and welcome to another episode of Beer 52. It'll be can 5 of 6. So if you've seen the series of Beer 52 videos that I've done, you'll know the format. I won't go through the format every time. So you just look back to the first episode, can 1 of 6, and that explains what this series is about. So, I've got 2 cans left, and as usual, I'll use the roller dice to decide which can I'm going to do the review on this penultimate episode. There's 2 left, I can't decide, so I'll use the roller dice to let it decide what one I'm going to do the review on. Now, I've covered all these cans in the first episode. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be to roll the dice. Okay, so the dice roller hasn't been rolled yet, it's just resting on 1 at the moment. I haven't spun it yet. So from the left to right, as usual, the leftmost can is going to be can 1, that'll be can 2. So whatever the dice decides will be the one that I do a review on. Now I'm going to make this quite interesting because the last time I used the dice it was just a couple of rolls and it was decided. So I'm going to have a 10-sided dice this time, so I could be rolling it through just make it a bit more exciting. So I've selected the dice, that's not the official rolls. Landed on 2 actually, but anyway, here goes, official roll. 5, right, roll again. 9, 8, 4, 1. So it's this can. This is the can I'm going to do a review on. The second lat's quite strong. 5.2, bloody hell, it's actually quite strong. It's one of the strongest I think I've done so far. So this is the Beer 52 can 5 of 6. So obviously on the last one I won't need to roll the dice, it will just automatically be this one, and it's 6%. Jeez, that's strong. God, I better be careful. Yeah, I'll be fine with the units. Yeah, I'll be fine with that. That's just a 330ml can, so I should be alright for get a good night's rest, plenty of sleep. For being safe for the next day. Regarding driving, I always am very conscious of that, and if in doubt I never drive. But I'm obviously not going to be driving for hours and hours and hours, so although it's strong, I should be fine. No, there's no should be about it. I will be fine to drive much later on tomorrow. It's quite a good few hours. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with the review. Great. So the first bit I've ruined because I forgot to press record, didn't I? So you didn't get to hear what it sounded like when it opened. That's so annoying. I've already opened it and then realised that I hadn't been recording. But it didn't make much sound. It just didn't make much sound at all. So anyway, what was I saying prior to that? I thought I'd already said it. Yeah, I always make sure there is sufficient time so I'm completely safe to drive the next day when I do these videos. There's no margin for error when it comes to that. It's 100% know myself that I'm safe to drive the next day. So when it comes to the alcohol, and I'm very well aware of that. So unfortunately you didn't hear the sound of it. It didn't make an awful lot of sound at all. So the smell test, if you've seen the format you'll know what it is. It was my fault for forgetting to press record. Blooming annoyed at that, but never mind, can't rewind it back now. It smells strong. It's actually quite a strong smelling, quite rich. So let's see what the colour is. Now I have rinsed the glass out and there's not any residual taste in my mouth from previous foods or drinks, so I'll get a clear or more accurate taste of this. I'll show you the colour of it as I pour it out and the viscosity. So it's quite dark, this one. It's got a bit of froth to it as well. It's certainly quite dark. So I'll do the sort of smells pretty strong. So I'm going to taste it now. It's just like a beer smell, eh? Just can't really give it, because sometimes you could say it's like fruit or something, but this one just like an alcohol smell. Well, alcohol really technically doesn't have a smell or a sight. It doesn't have a taste or a smell. Pure alcohol doesn't actually have that. It has the effect, but it doesn't have a taste or a smell. It's quite, you think you smell alcohol, it doesn't apparently have that. But anyway, I'm going to test it and give you my initial reaction to it. Coconut. Coconut came to mind there. Yeah, like a coconut. It's a bit odd, that's Dolly mixtures came to mind there for some reason. So there is a kind of sweetness about it, and coconut. I mean, I'm not a beer taster. I don't have the. I just give you the words what comes to mind. I just give you my first hand experience, and that's. I can actually show you the can while I'm doing it. I like to do that. It's not really a front on this. I don't know where the front is. Oh, there it is. It's not really much of a pattern, really. It's just pretty bland. Tastes pretty good, actually. It's got some taste to it. The other one I done last didn't have so much taste. It was kind of like just like you tasted it. The initial taste was the taste all the way through. But on this one, there's an initial taste and there's a bit more to it as well. There's that kind of coconutty like taste to it as well. Yeah, coconut Dolly mixtures. But that's what comes to mind. It's quite strong. It's kind of heavier. The other pale ale that I done was a lighter kind of. It was light. It felt light, like it was watery. Just didn't feel as though there was much ingredients. This one does feel as though it's heavier. There's more ingredients to it, more taste as well. Richer. There's a sweetness to it as well. It makes me think of coconut, whether there's coconut in it or anything else that comes to mind. And Dolly mixtures. There's multi sweets in Dolly mixtures, by the way, but I think they all share something in common. But it's like the square Dolly mixture sweets. There's just something about it. It comes to mind, and also like a sweet licorice ones as well. The round Dolly mixtures with I don't know, it's a rough seeds like on them. Sugar. It's wrong bit, but not coloured sugar. It's not white, but we get them pink. Pink is one of them. It's like an enlarged fruit pasta. That type of Dolly mixture, and also the square Dolly mixtures. They're all different colours, but it's just that's what comes to mind. Coconut as well. Definitely sweet to it. That's quite good actually. Yeah, but like you say, when I opened the can, there wasn't any significant sound or anything. There wasn't much hissing sound either. It was quite quiet actually. I thought it was maybe flat if anything, but it wasn't. It's kind of quite heavy. Yeah, it's quite good. So yeah, I like this one actually. I wasn't so keen on the last one. This one's I think it was the second one or the third one was really good as well. I rated one of them. In my opinion, I'd give it 8.5 out of 10 or 85% or whatever. 8.5 out of 10, I think I gave one of them. This one's good as well. The first two weren't that great. I think I only gave it 4.5% or something. 4.5 out of 10 rather. I think two of them. The first two were 4.5 out of 10, if I remember rightly. I just looked back in the video. The third one was good. There was one of them I really liked. I look back on that. I gave it about 8.5 or something out of 10. Or 7 or something. It was a good one anyway, but this is up there as well, I think. Or nearby it. Yeah, it starts off here. Sweet coconut. And your sort of ale, beer-like taste, It's not that bitter either. It doesn't have a bitter aftertaste or anything. It doesn't have that. Yeah, got definitely a sweet taste to it. So out of 10 I'd give this, in my opinion only, remember, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So if it was on the bar, on draft or something, and I saw it, yeah, I'd buy it actually. It's quite good. I mean, it might be obvious that there's ingredients and this is what they have their own wording that they want you to read. That's what, see, it's not in focus, but that's what they're, that's how they describe it. A warm coat and a woolly scarf is all you need to take a walk in the winter sun and find a bucket of not 5.2%, yeah, I would warm up a bit, I suppose. It's quite strong. I'll tell you what, I'll just show you the writing on the back. I put it back on the stand and set it up, but there you go, you can read it yourself. City or something. Apricity. City. Like apricot, I don't know. Apricity. Anyway, I've went through all this on the first episode. This card was covered in the very first episode. Anyway, so ingredients: malted barley, malted wheat, flaked oats, spices, hops, yeast, and then your allergens include gluten, so you got to be careful. That's shown in bold. So that's the bold writing's the ones that you've got to look out for if you're allergic to any of this stuff. Anyway, you got the sell by date. It does matter. 6th of November, 6th of September 2025. Alcohol's a natural anaesthetic. Anyway, it's I think there's historical sailors used it or something. If they were on the boat and they cut themselves, they used it as an antiseptic. Basically, the alcohol kills off the germs and treat wounds with it or something. I heard that's from somewhere, like alcohol's a natural anaesthetic. It's great to know, just drink it if you feel. But yeah, it's quite a nice drink. So yeah, out of 10 I get 7 out of 10. There you go, 6.5, 7. It's actually quite nice. So yeah, it's quite sweet. I'm going to keep some for later. I'm not finishing it all in this video. I'll keep the rest for later. But sweet licorice, it's like that sweet licorice. The round sweets as well in Dolly Mixers. I could describe it as like a very large fruit pastel looking thing. It's got like a licorice coating and there's a sweet centre in it. Definitely that's what comes to mind when I drink this. But it has got a distinctive taste. It's quite an interesting taste as well. I quite like it. Yeah, 6.5, 7 out of 10. So there you go. That's the episode of can 5 of 6 from my Beer 52 series. So there's only one left. That in there. I'll keep that for the last episode when I get around to doing it. So, hope you enjoyed the video. See what else I put on my channel. And thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.